In order to know where you're going as an actor, you need to know where you've been as a people, right? The evolution of our culture and how it's been portrayed throughout the years. Everything from Birth of a Nation, where the KKK was the hero, to Black Panther, where Chadwick Boseman, as the King of Wakanda, saves the world.
That was a clip from the new series Inside the Black Box, where they discuss the role that race plays in the entertainment industry. Joining us live to discuss the show more in depth are Inside the Black Box hosts, Emmy-winning actor Joe Morton, along with celebrity acting coach and casting director Tracy Moore. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're thrilled to have you on. And I wanted to ask, can you tell us about the new series Inside the Black Box?
Inside the Black Box, the new series, is a platform for people of color in the entertainment business, ranging from actors to directors, casting directors, producers. It's an opportunity for us to tell our stories, our truths from there are conversations that we have among ourselves and our colleagues, but it's time to share these stories, because I think that when you share the authentic truths about your journey, then it's inspiring, empowering, but it also opens up this world to things that they have never been exposed to. And we're going to talk about my experiences as a casting director, working with white directors who want me to tell Black actors to be more ghetto or urban, to the skin color. Kim Williams, who is vice president of Disney, she talks about how the image in Hollywood is that light-skinned Black actresses get leading roles, and then darker complected Black actresses get other roles. And so one of the things that is important for her is to break down those walls and to, look at talent as talent and not as the complexion of their skin. And we also give actors of color a platform to showcase their talent through improvs and theater games. And it's love. It really is a love fest. And I also call it an experience. And so we want everybody to experience all the nuances and the gems and the things in which, we're presenting to you.
I think it's great that there's going to be a series like this. And you mentioned it a little bit, but I wanted to ask, what role would you say race plays in the entertainment industry?
Well, you know what? If you look at the world around us, right? I mean, race plays a huge role in terms of who gets this job, who does not get this job. The whole idea with what happened with George Floyd. I mean, I think in some ways, terrible things happen, and those terrible things open the doors to wonderful things. And I think because the pandemic was on and people were sequestered in their homes and stuck to their television sets, the horrible thing that happened to George Floyd opened opportunities and opened minds, so that suddenly things that were no longer possible were possible. Suddenly you can do an all-Black Western on Netflix. You can do a movie about what it means to pass. That is, someone who is an African American who can pass for white. You can do a movie with a comedian that's not a comedy anymore, a Black comedian that's not a comedy anymore, and now it's a drama. You can do things because suddenly the world opened up. Those were things that were not possible before. As Tracy was saying, there was a time when, if you were light skinned, you got the role, and if you're dark skinned, you couldn't. And that was actually something that was going on in the real world. If you were a light skinned woman in the real world, you probably got the job as a secretary. If you were dark skinned, you probably ended up pushing a broom somewhere. And all those things have begun to change because of conversations like the ones we're having inside the Black Box, because people are coming forward and talking about their history and their stories and what they've had to overcome and how they overcame it and what their goals were. I mean, Darnell Martin talks about when she did Cadillac Records, what story she wanted to tell and how she had to deal with the studio in terms of getting that story told. And now it's something that didn't exist before, it now exists. There never was a so-called foreign market before for Black film because of 12 Years a Slave, that kind of opened up, and because of
Black
Black Panther, those things opened up. Things have changed, but race has always been kind of right there in the middle of it all.
Yeah, I think it's so important that these conversations are happening and more doors are opening for people of color. And I wanted to ask about your show. Some of Hollywood's biggest names are on your show. Could you tell our audience who they might recognize?
Oh, they're going to recognize Felicia Rashad, Raven Simone, Omar Dorsey, Norm Lewis, Mark Jeffries, Tobias, Trevelyan, I apologize. So we also have people that you are not going to recognize. And that's the beauty of the show as well, because we're putting faces on names, on credits that you read and don't know that they're people of color.
And I want to let our viewers know, for more information, you can catch Inside the Black Box. It premieres tonight on Crackle.